Tonight on Southwest Local News. The string of crimes in Warrnambool under investigation with one man arrested. The weight limit on Port Fairy's Gibbs Street Bridge dropped further down to only 10 tonne. The Southwest Alliance fights for additional funding for the region. And in sport, this season's 2020 cricket series to be broadcast on Fitzmedia.
Live from Silver Ball Studios in Warrnambool, this is Southwest Local News with Sharna Rogers.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Southwest Local News. Thanks for tuning in. A 34-year-old Cobden man was arrested in Panmure today and is assisting police with inquiries following a series of incidents overnight in Warrnambool. Warrnambool CRU are investigating the offences, which include aggravated burglaries, theft of motor vehicles, attempted theft from motor vehicles and ram raids at Norton Ford in West Warrnambool and Jean Jail in East Warrnambool. The Warrnambool Criminal Investigation Unit is asking anyone with information to contact Warrnambool CRU or Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000. School buses, 57-seat coaches, garbage trucks, motorhomes and some emergency vehicles will have to go the long way around when coming and going from Port Fairy's east. This comes about after the decision to drop the weight limit from 15 to 10 tonnes on the Gibbs Street Bridge from 6 a.m. from Monday. Works on the bridge have identified two pylons below the waterline, one each side of the bridge, that are structurally compromised. Moyne Shire Council expects this limit to remain in place for up to a month. The Southwest Victoria Alliance will put in a submission to next year's state budget for $50 million for road safety and upgrades. It comes as Southwest roads reach a worrying level of deterioration. The Alliance has also asked for funding of $1.25 million for drought relief, $5 million for a tourism focus and $2 million for a regional energy plan. The Alliance is made up of representatives from the Southwest Councils, as well as Wannon Water and Deakin University. It comes as Warrnambool Mayor Ben Blaine says Council would continue to push both state and federal governments for a larger slice of the funding pie across all Council's operations.
I think in the next year the really key thing's going to be, it's been a struggle in the state and the federal government getting funding, and we're going to be working hard to advocate to make sure that we're getting the funding that we need to be able to deliver the infrastructure and resources that we need across Warrnambool. You know, we're one of the largest growing regional cities in Victoria, and we need to be focusing on that in order to be able to deliver. It can't all be done with rates. We need that state and federal support.
Farming families are being reminded they can tap into a funding stream from the country's Women's Association. The CWA is providing payments of $1,000 to eligible farming families to assist with household expenses. The fund has a pool of $2 million and covers most Western District shires. The CWA is keen to see as many families access this funding as possible. The Warrnambool City Council has released its draft Active Warrnambool Strategy 2025 to 2035. The document is open for public comment until October 28th. It looks at sporting and recreation facilities in Warrnambool and also at the lifestyle of its people and just how active or not active the population is. The data shows 17.7% of Warrnambool people doing no weekly exercise. It also shows netball is the most participated in sport in the city with more than 1,800 players. Victorian Premier Jacinta Allen has announced a celebration to mark the opening of 5 new train stations in Melbourne. From early December, Victorians will have free weekend travel on public transport anywhere in the state. This will last at least until February the 1st. Regional services will continue to require a reservation at zero cost to manage seating capacity. The Southwest community marked World Mental Health Day with 2 important events across the region. On Thursday night, Let's Talk hosted an event in Timboon with guest speakers Jack Wright and Let's Talk's Callie Marsden and founder John Parkinson. Today at the Lighthouse Theatre in Warrnambool, a star-studded trio of guests spoke about their journey. Comedian Dave Hughes, AFL champion Wayne Schwass, and actor and filmmaker Leela McDougall spoke to an attentive audience. The Australian Plant Society Warrnambool District is set to host its 2025 Open Native Gardens this Sunday. Visitors can explore a range of stunning native gardens starting in Settlers Lane in Illua or O'Brien's Street in Warrnambool. All proceeds from the day will go to Mosswood Wildlife. The cost of the day is $20 per person.
And we thought it would just be a great idea to showcase native plants in their prime, which is spring, so lots of things are flowering, and it's a really great time to enjoy gardens and, you know, give people ideas and inspiration in their own garden, see what you can do with big blocks and little blocks and everything in between, and really, you know, promote the use and the excitingness of native plants.
Looks like a great event. I'm glad my garden's not one of those on display. The public is invited to a Discovery Day tomorrow at the Warrnambool Community Garden. The day will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and is designed to give the community a first-hand look at what happens at the garden. Tours will be taking place as well as a gumboot throwing competition. Live music, a produce sale, Devonshire teas and a barbecue will also be on offer. The weather forecast has led to the postponement of a community event in Warrnambool tomorrow. The Walking Off the Wall Within event was to be held at Lake Batobe. But with rain on the horizon, organisers have made the call early to postpone to a more weather-friendly day in the future. Walking Off the Wall Within highlights the need to help servicemen and women, veterans, who are fighting depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. A favourite space for walkers and riders in the Southern Grampians Shire is off limits. The Hamilton to Coleraine Rail Trail was closed on Monday and will remain so until November the 3rd. Maintenance works such as grading and spraying will take place along the trail during that time. For health and safety reasons, the community have been asked not to use the rail trail until the works are complete. Portland residents have the chance to have their say in what happens with the town's iconic foreshore. Glenelg Shire Council is looking for expressions of interest from the community to join its discussions around the Portland Foreshore Multipurpose Facility refurbishment. Those who successfully apply will form part of the project reference group. This advisory group will help guide the revitalisation of the Angling Club and Yacht Club buildings. Applicants close on October 23rd. And that's all in general news. After the break, we'll return with sport and weather. Back shortly.
The Warrnambool Travel Expo is back for 2025 at the Warrnambool Function Centre. Covering all 7 continents of the world, you'll be sure to find a great deal and exclusive offers. Entry is free 10 a.m. until 1 p.m, Sunday, September 14th.
De-sexing keeps your dogs healthier and happier for life. At Lava Street Veterinary Clinic, it's safe, simple and stress-free. This October, enjoy 20% off dog de-sexing. Book today for a healthier future at Lava Street Veterinary Clinic.
The Tyre Factory Warrnambool is proud to support the local motorsport industry. Jeff and the team would like to wish all their drivers the best for the 24-25 racing season. The Tyre Factory Warrnambool, for all your tyre and mechanical needs. Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
B&B Furniture Plus now stock a range of adjustable beds. They have mobility aids to help you live your life to the fullest and lift chairs for the best in comfort. B&B Furniture Plus is locally owned at 203 Lava Street, Warrnambool.
You can't beat local, and Daly's IGA Fresh Marketplace is as local as it gets. You'll find the best quality fresh produce matched by friendly customer service. Daly's has your favourite brands, complemented by expert local grocers living in your community. In-house butchers and local liquor specialists are on hand to provide you the best our region has to offer. Join IGA Rewards for exclusive member discounts and cashback right here in your community. Daly's IGA Fresh Marketplace. You can't beat local.
Tonight's sport is proudly brought to you by Nutrient Ag Solutions, Warrnambool and Timboon. Getting the most out of your farm. Contact the team today.
Welcome back to Southwest Local News as we turn our attention to some sport. First in cricket, some exciting news with Fitzmedia making a step into broadcasting local cricket. Fitzmedia will broadcast the Warrnambool-Lemoyne District Cricket Association's 2020 games this season. The first game will be on December 18, leading to the SunGold 2020 Cup on Australia Day. Looking forward to taking that on. The Warrnambool and District Football Netball League will have a new junior age grade bracket for 2026. The under-13s will now be under 13 and a halves, while the under-15s change to under-16s. The league's under-18 competition will now be under 18 and a half. An under-11 competition will be introduced, which will be played on Friday nights. Round 2 of the Warrnambool, Moyne and District Cricket Association will be played on hard wickets this weekend. Tomorrow's premier games will be one-dayers, with turf wickets still unavailable. Mortlake will play Russells Creek in the match of the round at Mortlake College. Both teams are coming off first round wins and will be keen to keep the momentum going. At the other end of the scale, Port Fairy and Merivale, both first round losers, will clash at Southcombe Park. Warrnambool's Taylor Ralph is this weekend riding around the track in Portugal. Ralph will be taking part in the 5th round of the FIM Women's Circuit Racing World Championship. Ralph has had a successful season and currently sits in 7th in the championship's standing. Of the 25 riders in the field, she is the only Australian. All the best to Taylor, doing great things on the world circuit. We'll take a break on Southwest Local News. When we return, we'll have the latest weather update before we sign off for another week. Back soon.
VG Cabinets is your specialist cabinetry team, servicing Warrnambool and surrounding areas. With over 20 years experience, the team here can get your cabinetry needs sorted. Housing a CNC router to make sure all the cuts in the workshop are accurate for a perfect install on site. VG Cabinets cover all areas, including kitchens, vanities, laundries, flat packs, stone bench tops and new homes and renovations. We offer free quotes on any job, so don't hesitate to call Lee on 0408 580 991.
Bell's Garden Centre has the largest range of sand and soil products in the southwest. People choose Bell's because you can't buy experience, and Bell's has plenty. With bulk product delivery available across the southwest, for your next project, it's gotta be Bell's.
We'll use the Barrow-stock calf rearer pellets until they're weaned. They pick them up very fast and start eating them. Then we'll move on to the heifer developer. The transition between the two is quite seamless. We grow some really good heifers using that range. There's a fit for every phase of the animal. Right through the life of the animal from birth to the milking herd, it's a high quality fit, and the Barrow-stock range, we're fully confident in using it at whatever moment that the animal needs it.
Is it time to upgrade that outdoor chair? How's your tent holding up? Need a gazebo for that special gathering? George Taylor Stores carry all the summertime essentials that you need to make this summer the best. We'll answer your questions and have you ready in no time at George Taylor Stores.
Hi, it's Rob from the Vet Group. Heifers are the future of a dairy herd, and the Vet Group is here to help your heifers meet their potential. Whether that's by monitoring worm egg counts or mineral levels, or designing a vaccination calendar to help prevent infectious disease. Our techs and vets can make things easier for you on farm by weighing heifers, assisting in synchrony programs, and teat sealing heifers to prevent mastitis at calving. The Vet Group, making herd care easy.
Tonight's weather report is proudly brought to you by Anchor Point Retirement Village. New homes are being built now. Book a tour today.
Welcome back. It was a windy day around the region today with 50k winds from the northwest around Warrnambool and other parts of the region. Back to the 3-day forecast. A broad westerly airstream over Victoria will continue with a cold front sweeping over the state today. In Port Fairy tomorrow, 35k winds with 6 millimetres of rain forecast and a cloudy turn out topping at 17 degrees. 16 degrees on Sunday with a cloudy day expecting up to 10 millimetres. On Monday, temperature will reach 16 degrees with a cloudy day overnight. Temperatures falling to around 3 degrees. Up to Mortlake, a cloudy day with 17 degrees tomorrow. 4 millimetres of rain forecast with northwesterly winds. On Sunday, 15 degrees with 10 millimetres and southwesterly winds, while on Monday, the mercury will reach 15 degrees with a cloudy day and light winds. Shifting over to the Camperdown-Colac region tomorrow, we're expecting a cloudy day with northwesterly winds and 6 millimetres of rain. Slightly more rain around for Sunday, 10 millimetres expected to fall with northwesterly winds persisting and a top of 15 degrees. 14 degrees on Monday with a cloudy day. Down to Port Campbell along the coast, 10 millimetres with a top of 15 degrees tomorrow. On Sunday, 15 millimetres due to fall with a top of 14 degrees. But light winds throughout the day. On Monday to kick off the working week, a cloudy day with a slight chance of a shower, topping at 14 degrees. Back here to Warrnambool tomorrow, a top of 16 degrees with a cloudy day and 6 millimetres of rain predicted. A cloudy day with a top of 16 degrees and 10 millimetres of rain expected to fall with 35-kilometre winds on Sunday. And on Monday, a slight chance of a shower with a top of 15 degrees. That's it from your Southwest local news team for another week. Thanks for joining us, either online or on 3-Way FM. If you've missed any of the bulletin, you will be able to watch it back on demand via Fitzmedias Facebook page and, of course, tomorrow morning from 7:45 on 3-Way FM. Until Monday, have a great weekend. Good night.